What is up, friends? Welcome back for another movie reaction. Today I'm excited to jump into Lost in Translation, which is another Coppola work for the channel, but this time from his daughter Sofia Coppola, who we haven't seen since The Godfather 3, and this time she is writing and directing it, which I am interested to see how she does behind the scenes instead of in front of the camera. And so it seems like she did pretty well, because I believe on the cover of the disc it said it won an Academy Award for the screenplay, I think. And I like the two lead actors as well, with Bill Murray and Scarlett Johansson, so that makes me extra excited to check it out too. They're definitely not the first combination I would think of for a movie like this in the romance genre. At least as far as I know, it's in the romance genre, and so I'm curious to see how they play off each other, but I don't really know anything about the movie besides those few things, and so I'm looking forward to getting into it. Hopefully you guys enjoy watching along with me. If you do, definitely consider leaving a thumbs up. Helps the video reach a lot more people, helps the channel grow. Of course, you can check out the full-length reaction on my Patreon. Link for that is in the description below. And of course, you'll need your own copy of the film to watch along with me there. But without further ado, let's get into Lost in Translation. And when I see the title Lost in Translation, I would assume that it probably doesn't have anything to do with actual languages. I assume it's just a play on words, but I guess we will see.
Welcome to New Tokyo International Airport, Narita.
Okay, so I heard on the announcement they're in Tokyo, so maybe it does actually have to do with language. That would be a pretty cool setting if that's where it takes place. It's a beautiful place. Hey, my guy's doing pretty well for himself right there if he's on billboards. If I were to guess, that's probably not like an isolated thing. Does he frequently get like modeling gigs or something?
What's this? Something good?
Oof, man, that is a rough letter to receive right there. You never want that to happen to you. So is he married then? Or perhaps that's why he forgot, is because he isn't married, so he's not there all the time.
You know who that is?
It's not him. It looks like him, but it's not him.
Can you believe it?
Okay, maybe it is.
Who is talking about him right now? They're talking loud enough for, I think, him to hear.
Sunset Odds. Loved it.
Man, that car chase. I heard he did his own driving.
I don't know.
Did you do your own driving?
I did.
So what are you doing here?
Seeing friends.
I always think it's interesting when in movies they have actors play other actors. Always an interesting dynamic. But also he said he's here seeing friends. I don't know if that's the truth, because it looks like he's pretty alone right now. I mean, that letter wasn't too angry. It seemed nice enough. So maybe there isn't a whole lot of trouble in the home then. Scarlett Johansson does look pretty young in this, because this was much before her Marvel days and a lot of her bigger roles, I think, so maybe she was still kind of lesser known at this point. Looks like they're staying in the same hotel though. Nice. His height is not very accommodated here, having to get creative with his routine. Well, that certainly confirms that they are indeed in the same hotel. I like that their first meeting is shown in a busy or in a packed elevator with no dialogue.
All right, did you want me to turn from the right or turn from the left?
それでスタートがかかった時にカメラの方に振り向く時に左から振り向けばいいのか右から
He's like, what the heck? This is much longer than what I asked. Maybe this is where the Lost in Translation comes into play.
カメラ目には
My
フ
side
ァッションだよ。わかった？
and with intensity.
Is that everything? I mean, it seemed like he said quite a bit more than that.
My gosh, this is a great scene right here. Bill Murray's always been great at being comedic, just very subtly, not being over the top or anything.
For relaxing times, make it Centauri time.
カットカットカットカットカット
Oh shoot, I don't think he did what he wanted him to do right there. But I mean, I feel like he did what he was told. Japanese architecture is always so pleasant to look at. It's got such a unique and aesthetically pleasing style.
Hey,
Oh my god, how's Tokyo?
it's great here. I don't know, I went to this shrine today. There were these monks and they were chanting, and I didn't feel anything.
She looks like she's about to start breaking down right now. Is that what they're here for? Is just to try and get some sort of enlightenment, and it's just not working?
And I even tried Ikebana. I don't know who I married.
Can you wait a second? Just hold on, I'll be right back.
Okay, sure.
There's another instance of something being a little lost in translation right there. Her friend that she called doesn't seem to recognize the emotions coming through the phone. And I'm guessing based off of that, it seems like their marriage may be a little bit strained right now.
頼むよ。こうやったことは誰にも言わないでおいてくれよ。
He just has a freaking plain expression, man. I love it. What kind of movie is this if he's talking to a monkey like that?
Mr. Harris,
Yes?
Mr. Kazuo sent me.
Oh?
May I enter? Mr. Kazuo sent Premium Fantasy.
Oh, jeez, man. What the heck is about to go down right here? Getting the royal treatment, it looks like.
Lip them. Hey, lip my stocking.
Hey, lip
Hey.
them. Lip them. What?
Lip them like this.
I don't know. Oh, he's saying rip. Okay, I get it.
I'm gonna rip your stock.
Yes.
And you tell Mr. Kazoo, you know, we had a blast.
Oh, no, Mr. Harris. Oh, my God. Don't touch me. Mr. Bob Harris.
What is going on right now, man? She is putting on a better performance than he did earlier, that's for sure.
Let me go. Let me go. Please let
God,
me
with
go.
pleasure.
Oh, no. Oh, no, Mr. Bob Harris.
Oh my gosh, dude, this is so ridiculous. Did she just feel like she was losing him there, so she had to do all of that? I like how for the most part so far we're getting Bob's and Charlotte's scenes very separate, and so we're just building up these characters, and so we'll have these backstories for when they eventually do meet, I assume.
I need mysterious face. Tension is mysterious. Mysterious.
I think I know what you want. You want this, right?
I need more.
Gosh, dude, this guy is giving everybody such a hard time right now. And based off his phone call that he just had too, I don't think he really wants to be here in the first place.
Rat pack. You know rat pack?
Rat pack?
Rat pack, yes, please.
Nice, now he's getting into it. I love it. He's going full character mode. They've seen each other again. A little bit of a different circumstance. Definitely more opportunity to talk than in a packed elevator.
Send these over to that table.
Oh, nice. So she's making the first move. Okay.
Oh, she plays guitar.
Interesting. So he just left after that. I thought they were going to have a bit of a conversation. I do appreciate that it's slowly starting these interactions, though. They aren't just jumping headfirst into it. Yo, okay, Mr. Iron Man. This dude is going for it right now. Oh, I see what's going on. He's trying to stop it. He was locked into the speed. That's hilarious. This man's legs are going to be hurting for a while.
Oh my God, John, what are you doing here?
Shooting a band? What about you?
Yeah, I'm doing like 20 million interviews a day. It's crazy.
Oh.
Oh no, dude, don't tell me that he's gonna start paying more attention to this girl than his own wife. She is certainly full of energy, though.
Oh, this is my wife, Charlotte.
Hi,
Yeah.
it's really
Yeah.
nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
John,
Huh.
you are my favorite photographer.
Oh.
No,
God.
you are.
Oh gosh, man, she is trying to schmooze him right now in front of his wife, and Charlotte does not seem very happy to be there.
Call me, okay?
Yeah, okay.
All right, listen,
okay.
I'm under Evelyn Waugh.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
Evelyn Waugh was a man.
What? Not, not everybody went to Yale.
Oh gosh, man. I don't think that ended very well. I don't know if she was jealous or what, or I assume it's just upset that he seems more excited to see her than to see Charlotte.
He got married a couple of times to some nice women, beautiful women too. I mean, you and I would be crazy for these women, but there were always rumors. And I never liked his acting, so I never gave a damn whether he was straight or not.
Oh, are we about to have our very first dialogue between them? I'm excited for this. I've been waiting a while for it.
For relaxing times, make it Suntory
I'll have a vodka tonic.
Doesn't even order the Suntory. What the heck? That was his most convincing performance yet.
So what are you doing here?
Taking a break from my wife, forgetting my son's birthday, and getting paid $2 million to endorse a whiskey when I could be doing a play somewhere.
Thing. I mean, it's a good amount of money, but it definitely sounds bleak when he says it. And so I guess he is still married then.
You're probably just having a midlife crisis. Did you buy a Porsche yet?
You know, I was thinking about buying a Porsche.
Nice. It's interesting seeing them at very different circumstances. One well into a marriage, the other not too long into one.
Wish I could sleep.
Me too.
I like that interaction right there. It was very calm and the dialogue felt relatively realistic, and it just cuts off before anything major happens too.
My dad is an anorexic. He fought on the American side of the Bay of Pigs in Cuba, and he was taken prisoner. Every day they told him they put poison in the food.
Oh no, is she gonna just straight up leave this table and go back to Bob? Even though that's a pretty rough story that she's telling right there, I don't know if she's very interested.
So it's like evolving the beat, so it's like sounds hella large on the track.
Nice, dude. I love that. Man's just trying to lighten up the situation. Couple of kindred spirits.
You having a nice time?
I'm trying to organize a prison break. I'm looking for, like, an accomplice. We'd have to first get out of this bar, then the hotel, then the city, and then the country.
Nice, man. It's a regular Michael Schofield right here. She seems a lot more interested in this than the prior conversation, and they seem like they both understand each other a lot. And I don't know if this is like just something completely random, unintentional and everything. It probably is, but just kind of the way I feel about it. I like the location of both Bob and Charlotte being in this high-rise hotel and always just looking down at the city, just suggesting that they're kind of detached from everybody else, just kind of isolated.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
It's a cool pool, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nice.
I like how their dialogue is always very simple and base level so far, but there's something fun about it.
How long are you staying for?
I'll be in the bar for the rest of the week.
I'm going out with some friends later if you want to come.
Sure.
Okay. I'll see you later.
Dang, all right. Their first hangout outside of the hotel. I'm a fan. Interested to see what her friends are like.
Bob, which one do you want for your study? I like the burgundy, but whatever you want.
It's also interesting that we only get to know his wife through those letters right there. But I mean, if she's sending him a bunch of options, that's pretty nice of her.
You really are having a midlife crisis, huh?
I kept telling myself that, I just wanted to be ready in case we go to war.
Dude's shirt is absolutely wild. I love it. Man's got some wild style.
Whose is this? A Soul Search, Finding Your True Calling.
I don't know.
I have that.
Did it work out for you then?
Obviously.
I like the writing of the movie because it feels very natural, like the kind of conversation two actual people would have, because it's not like flashy or anything like that. Just moving from one topic to the next very quickly, and there's like natural pauses in there as well. It's not like it has to be speaking all the time.
See the P and see the Rika and see the Mayumi.
Mayumi, how are you? I'm Bob.
Seems like he's made a few friends himself right here. I like it. It seems like a good group of people. It's also a pretty cool place. I like the atmosphere. Yo, what the heck, man? They just got themselves kicked out, and that guy means business. Not a legit gun, but still intimidating. So many cool locations, makes for some very cool shots and scenery.
Hi, I'm Hans.
Charlotte, nice to meet you.
Last weekend, I went surfing.
Right.
7 people, me and my friend.
I like how a lot of the film so far has just been like a collage of these really small interactions, but when they're all put together, they make a pretty entertaining picture. Nice, dude. He's got that R down. Quite a different tone from the last scene we just came from.
As I walk through this wicked world, searching for light in darkness.
Okay, Bob, show us something. My guy's going off on the mic. Feels like he's actually experiencing Tokyo now instead of just sitting in the same place.
I'm winking at you, gonna make you notice.
I kind of like the pink hair look on her. She also looks like she's having a much better time than she was before.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Bob Harris.
Thanks. This is hard. I could feel at the time.
Man, I like how long this scene is lasting. But also, I just realized eventually both of them are going to have to leave. So I don't know how close they live to each other back in the States.
Tell me one thing more than this.
I mean, they're sharing a couple exchanges right there, a couple looks. I assume that maybe they actually aren't going to become like romantically involved in any way. Maybe they're just going to kind of help each other have a better outlook on things. I'm not sure. I like this frame right there. Just them kind of chilling out after all those events. They've definitely fostered a pretty good relationship so far with each other, though. Good friendship. And it doesn't always work very well in movies where you just kind of exist there with the characters and it's kind of slow moving throughout. But for this movie, it's working for me.
You're right about the Burgundy. It wasn't even close. I saw a great house tonight that you would have loved, and that Burgundy would have been good in this house, really.
Hey, that's pretty cool that we finally see him call home to his wife. Maybe that night out did change his opinion on things, made him want to not take things for granted, perhaps.
I gotta go.
All right, have a great night. I mean, I guess have a great morning, huh?
Good night, Bob.
Good night. I love you. That was a stupid idea.
Oh no. Maybe it wasn't going quite as well as I thought it was. If the phone call ended kind of abruptly and he didn't even fit the I love you in there right at the end.
Had a shiatsu massage in my room. The tightness has completely disappeared and been replaced by unbelievable pain.
Nice, dude. I like how he told that, just waiting for the punchline. I'm glad that they're still hanging out with each other, though.
When did you do this?
I did it the other day.
That toe is almost dead. Well, you either go to a doctor or you leave it here.
It's a good thing these two found each other because they certainly have some fun together, and it seems like they actually like listen to one another.
Japan.
Japan.
Upper. Japan upper.
Japan.
Upper.
After.
Upper.
Like the two ladies in the back are cracking up. I don't know if they're laughing at what he's saying or if they're just laughing because they can't contain their emotion for the scene.
Is that for me?
Yeah, it can be for you.
Nice, man was busy while she was in there. It's a nice little stuffed animal, whatever it is. And hopefully her foot's okay then.
Hey Bob, it's Charlotte. I'm going to meet Charlie and those guys at this place called Orange around 10, so I'll fax you a map on how to get there. I hope you can come and meet us. Bye.
Like the overlaid dialogue right there. These guys gonna have another wild night out.
Check out my
How long have you been here?
I couldn't say.
Where's Charlie and those guys?
They're taking a dance class.
Dance class, oh my goodness. It's one way to put it, that's for sure.
I get you a couple drinks?
Let's go.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't seem to be their scene. Charlie and the guys look like they were enjoying themselves, though.
There you are. Say hi.
This man's everywhere. What an icon. I'm very curious where the story is going to go from here. I would assume this far into the movie that we've got to be getting close to the time where they're going to leave, right?
Nobody does it half as good as you.
Oh, jeez. She does not hold a candle to Bob or Charlotte when it comes to the karaoke. And just straight putting some of those people to sleep, it looked like. I kind of like the subtle ways that it shows some character evolution, because in their first conversation, they both were talking about how they wish they could sleep more, but now here they are staying up through the night with each other.
The first time I saw you was in the elevator.
Really? Did I scowl at you?
No, you smiled. It was a complete accident, a freak. I haven't seen it since. I'm like that, but bigger. Well, not that big.
I can definitely see why the screenplay was recognized, because it is pretty difficult to write very natural scenes like this and very natural dialogue. Definitely got a lot of charm to it.
Why do they switch the R's and the L's here?
Well, for yucks. They have to amuse themselves. We're not making them laugh.
Let's never come here again, because it would never be as much fun.
I love the shot, man, how we're just seeing him through the reflection right there. Some great cinematography.
Does it get easier?
Yes, it gets easier. The more you know who you are and what you want, the less you let things upset you.
Man, he's got some great lines in this film. I'm gonna have to remember that one. It's not just a good line for the movie, man. That's a good line for life in general.
I hate what I write, and I've tried taking pictures, but they're so mediocre, you know, and every girl goes through a photography phase.
Whoa, man. Okay, this is a really deep cut. No one may understand this, but my favorite artist is Eden, and there is like a line in one of his songs that uses this dialogue. I never knew what it was from.
What about marriage? Does that get easier?
That's hard. We used to have a lot of fun. Lydia would come with me when I made the movies, and we would laugh about it all.
Love this scene, man. I love how the camera is just resting right here, letting them both talk in one single take.
It gets a whole lot more complicated when you have kids. Your life, as you know it, is gone, never to return.
Man, it's so interesting contrasting all their other interactions with this now. They're getting very, very deep and existential.
Hey, Miss Kawasaki, it's Bob Harris. Yes, I would love to do his talk show. I would love to change my plans and stay.
Nice. I like that a lot. He'd love to change those plans because he wants to spend more time with Charlotte. Can't blame him.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Bob Harris, come on! Da, 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 da.
Hey, I love it, man. Quite the warm welcome. It's great stuff. This host definitely is the right man for the job. Got plenty of energy.
Bob, you're a guitar now, Bob.
I love the abrupt cut right there, man. From such high energy to him just completely docile in the car.
Hi, Lydia.
Look, your burgundy carpet isn't in stock. It's gonna take 12 weeks. Did you like any of the other colors?
Whatever you like. I'm completely lost.
Lost in translation, perhaps? Glad we're getting another scene of him calling his wife, though.
I would like to start eating like Japanese food.
Why don't you just stay there and you can have it every day?
How are the kids doing?
Oh, geez. Well, this has taken quite an interesting turn if she's throwing out lines like that.
Champagne. Thanks. Hi.
Where the heck is Charlotte right now, man? She hasn't been here for a good minute, and I thought that's the whole reason he wanted to stay, was to get an opportunity to spend more time with her.
Shadows painting our faces.
Oh, wait, what the heck, man? He spent the night with her? I didn't see that coming out of nowhere.
I'm going to that place, that sushi place in Daikanyama. You want to come?
Yeah, but I can't right now.
I guess you're busy, huh?
Oh man, that is so rough right there. I mean, it's not like they necessarily had a thing, but she knows that he's married. I hope he didn't just mess up his friendship and his marriage in the same night. Never mind, I guess things are still okay. Well, that's good then.
Well, she is closer to your age. Maybe she liked the movies you were making in the 70s when you still were making movies.
Wasn't there anyone else there to lavish you with attention?
My gosh, dude. I love the lines now as well, but not for the fact that they seem pretty upset with each other.
That was the worst lunch.
So bad. What kind of restaurant makes you cook your own food?
When are you leaving?
Tomorrow.
Oh gosh, man, that is so soon. And it's probably just gonna all be over just like that, huh? It'll be hard for them to see each other back in the States with their own lives and whatnot.
Good night.
Good night.
This is great, man. I love kind of the awkwardness to it, but at the same time, just as before, it's got that charm. But also, don't tell me that's the last interaction they're gonna have. Nice, dude. I like that, Fax. Just saying see you tonight in the hopes that he does actually end up staying.
Charlotte, I'm down in the lobby and I'm leaving now. I was calling to see if you still have my jacket. You're not there, so this is goodbye and enjoy my jacket, which you stole from me.
Nice. Man's always got some humor. Dang, that's kind of sad, man. In the moment, just wished that it never end, that they ever had to separate.
Aren't you Bob Harris?
Yes, I am.
Wow, I'm such a big fan.
You
What
too.
are you doing here in Japan?
I have to go right now. Excuse me one second.
Wow.
Hi.
Yes, I love that he just ended that conversation immediately to go see Charlotte. I'm glad that they can see each other at least one last time.
Are you going right now?
Yeah. Aren't you gonna wish me and have a good fright or something?
Yeah, right. Okay, bye.
Oh, dang, man, and just like that, she's gone. Their goodbye is just as simple as it started.
Hey, hold on here.
Hey, that's not a coincidence, I don't think. What are the chances that he would happen to drive by right as she's walking away? Good on him for seizing the opportunity as well.
Hey, you.
Oh man, I love this. What a fantastic moment. I also like that they don't actually let us hear what words they exchanged with each other right there. Oh man, I guess they still are having to leave each other, but at least they got to share one last moment like that. That was very touching. I think they've definitely changed each other's lives for the better. Oh, dang, man. That's a very interesting ending because it leaves me with some very conflicting emotions. Because on one hand, you kind of feel sad that those two may not see each other again. But I mean, the last words that they could have shared with each other was maybe how they could get into contact. I'm not sure. But at the same time, you're happy that it all happened. And you feel like some joy for the characters that they'll probably go on living better than they had before they met. But I know I mentioned in the beginning how I wasn't very sure how good the dynamic would be between Bill Murray and Scarlett Johansson, since I never envisioned them to be in a movie like this, but they worked perfectly together. I thought they had great on-screen chemistry, and with the way the script was written and everything, I think especially Bill Murray, because that's kind of the roles he usually plays, I think they fit those particular characters very well. But I can definitely see why the script got so much attention and recognition, because it was very well written written. And I don't know if I've ever really seen a movie quite like this before, where, I mean, obviously they had the kiss at the very end, but for a majority of the film, they were just together kind of more as friends, just kind of helping inspire each other, guide each other through very difficult parts of their lives. But overall, I loved the feel and the flow of the movie. Definitely does a fantastic job at transporting you into that moment and into those characters' lives. And I like that even though the ending is a little bit somber with the two of them having to leave each other, I like that it was bold enough to actually do that and not just have your typical happy ending. If you guys have any cool interpretations or maybe anything that I missed, definitely let me know. And I don't think I really mentioned it or necessarily realized it until now, but I think it works great having these two people in a completely foreign place where they don't really understand everything that's going on, and so they're able to find each other and kind of help each other understand their lives a bit better. Looking forward to more of her work in the future. Sofia Coppola, that is. Well, I certainly had a fantastic time with this movie. Hopefully you guys had a good time watching along with me, and I don't know if I've ever seen a Bill Murray movie in particular that I didn't like, and so he continues to deliver. And obviously Scarlett Johansson I think is great as well, and this is definitely one of my more favorite performances of hers, and considering both of them were in the forefront of the film most of the time, they did a great job carrying the film, and so really enjoyed it. And if you guys enjoyed watching along with me, definitely consider leaving a thumbs up. Helps the video reach a lot more people, helps the channel out. Of course, you can check out the full-length reaction on my Patreon. Link for it is in the description below. But until the next movie reaction, I look forward to seeing you all later. Peace.